What's going on, guys? It's Chef. Real quick, I want to thank everybody for the love and support on that Fall Guys video yesterday. It did a lot better than I was expecting. Not that it really matters how well it does or not. It's just like, because the few times where I decide to actually do something different with my day, I like to have a good experience with it, you know? That video got over 50,000 likes, so I just want to thank you guys for that. If I do go and make another video on it, I don't know, like, entirely what else I would really do. I mean, I literally dominated. Like, people don't even understand. I dominated. You can see at the end of the thing where I literally got first place in every single stage of that shit. I know some of them were kind of free, but you know what I mean. Some people are like, oh, dude, I expected you to rage more. I expected a rage Taj, all this other shit. Like, I didn't play that shit just to specifically rage. I didn't go into Fall Guys thinking that it was gonna be a rage game. And I really didn't even get, like, that upset, to be honest. Like, there were a couple times where I got, like, annoyed because of just how dumb I was, but that's pretty much it. Like, it's not that frustrating of a game, unless I just spam it every single day and really make it feel like it matters to me, but it just didn't. It was just a good time. I don't know. So if I ever made another video, I don't really know what I would make it on. I'd probably have to play a good amount to get any sizable amount of rage clips on Fall Guys. The game just isn't as frustrating as other shit. I don't know. It could just be the cuteness of everything, and like, of course it could be annoying, but... So we're over here on Vanguard. I know, I want to vomit as well. Probably not as much as other people, to be honest with you, but... As you can see here, we have a new melee weapon. This is called the Push Dagger. This is the Impaler. So I bought the bundle. Yep, I further broke my account, so... You know, we got content to do. Oh well, fuck it. I already had the COD points sitting in there anyway that were left over from the battle pass, so. In order to unlock the Push Dagger here, you need to get 5 melee kills with a primary weapon in a single match 15 times. Now, it says 5 melee kills with a primary weapon. You mean like running around with a riot shield? Literally running around with any weapon and just meleeing people with it. I mean, what would be the most efficient at doing that? I'd imagine it would be the riot shield, would it not be? Dude, wait, this is so stupid. Why didn't I go and unlock the Dark Aether riot shield? I definitely should do that. What do I need to do in order to get it? 20 Sturmkrager kills. I don't even know how to fuck to do that. I don't even remember. Well, at least we got the atomic one. We can also do Serpentine, since Fortified really just doesn't help that much anymore. I swear it doesn't. Double time, forward intel's fine. Some people would probably run tracker and shit, but I have a great idea of where people are just through forward intel, so. We're gonna be trying to unlock this shit, and using it a little bit just to see how it goes. It's been a while since I actually played core. What the fuck? I'm seeing ghosts and shit. It really is like a push knife. You just throw punches with it. Oh! Right, so this is the Push Dagger here. Obviously this is just out of the bundle, so it looks a little different, but I mean, the melee doesn't seem incredibly fast or anything. Seems pretty average. I don't really know what the upside to using the Push Dagger would be other than looks, but it's also a pretty common thing where sometimes they just have different damages or ranges or lunges and speeds and shit like that, so Warzone, the thing is probably dog shit, but yeah, Riot Shield's probably the easiest one to get melee kills with in terms of a primary weapon or whatever the challenge is. It feels like there's a little bit of a delay on the push knife, like it takes a minute for it. This is what we're reduced to whenever we play Vanguard, but we're gonna be talking about a different game at the moment. Hold on. Oh wow. Unlocking camos for this shit is actually really easy. Would anyone care if I go and unlock the Atomic Push Dagger? Who's actually gonna give a shit that I unlocked this? Did I make progress that game? I didn't. 5 melee kills with a primary weapon in a single match 15 times. I feel like this shit's probably not tracking, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's not. I absolutely got more than 5 riot shield kills that game, and that is still a primary weapon, is it not? Do I have to be pressing the melee button instead of right trigger? Maybe the game registers a riot shield right trigger pull versus a melee push? Hello. Hello. Ended up releasing some more info about Skate 4, which is really exciting, obviously. It's gonna be named just Skate, not Skate 4. I mean, I figured it's been a long enough time where they could just rebrand it, re-release it. It doesn't really matter. New age of gaming anyway, with an entirely new model of things. And also, speaking of a new model, they also announced that it's gonna be free to play. And there's some people out there that are like literally fear-mongering and saying shit about EA and saying that how EA is gonna charge $2 for a kickflip and shit. Genuinely speaking, I am not sitting here defending EA or Activision and shit like that. You know the shit that I say, okay? Be honest, that whole $2 for a kickflip narrative is like really exaggerated. Also, at a point in time like this, people are saying basically that a free-to-play model along with like a live service game are obviously pros and cons literally to every single type of model out there, right? And at the moment, we've been doing a lot of free-to-play and stuff with live services, and the main complaint that we get from people with this whole setup is that people feel like it's literally a full-time job, where they feel like they have to keep playing in order to even keep up with people. And while that's true, it definitely does feel that way. I would rather more people have access and kind of feel a certain way about it than people not be able to have access at all. There is nothing worse than knowing that a game is good and it's dead, as opposed to a game that is dog shit and alive. It doesn't matter how good a game is if it's dead, in my opinion. It's more sad than anything. You're never gonna get the feeling back. That is worse feeling than never loving them in the first place. Basically, my point being is I would rather a game be free to play and we criticize the company as it's free to play because everybody has had more access to it and more ability to give feedback. What makes a good game is a full-blown community feedback. If the community's dead, what's the fucking point? And honestly, at this point in time, I think free-to-play is better. Obviously, there are terrible, terrible systems set up in a lot of different free-to-play games, but that doesn't mean that every single one has to be terrible. There are good ones. I play free-to-play games, I play pay-to-play games. I play them all. I don't have any strict cutoff where I'm screaming that you shouldn't be paying any money whatsoever, but I feel like a bigger player base is always better. It just is. It helps with the growth of the game, it helps with the revenue of the game. A lot of people have less and less money in these recent years, so I don't want gaming to become this thing where it's just like, all right, well, then just stop being broke, dude. I don't want it to feel like that, so that's not the point of gaming. It's not supposed to be this luxury thing. It's supposed to be an all-access thing for everybody, so everybody can actually build and play the games and pay for the games that they actually like, as opposed to it being controlled by who can and can't even afford it. If they start charging $2 for a kickflip, then we tear their ass up. It's that simple. If they want to shoot themselves in the foot, they can go ahead, but free to play is the way. Double kills, slide kills, enemies while stunned. Okay, let's do a stun grenade. Am I getting any progress? I swear I got kills. Okay, I guess not. That shit might not be tracking, or I'm just doing it all wrong. Also, the amount of like science people that I had follow me, I had like some astronomer like astrophysicists and astronomers that were following me recently. Ever watch those videos of really great video games that started dying over time, but they still ended up having like those strong, small knit communities in there, and then they shut the servers down because there's not enough of a player base for them to even bother putting effort back into it? Go and watch some of those TikToks or YouTube videos of like literally game servers just shutting down. It's the saddest shit ever. Club Penguin, this shit was so sad, man. Like, of course, a lot of people got on at the end when they were hearing about it, but fuck. There's a video of a dude that had no idea that the Halo 3 server was shutting down as he was playing it, and he was in the final lobby. Oh, it's so sad. Fuck. I want a game to be thriving. I don't want to see shit get shut down. If it's shut down over dog shit business practices, fine. But good games without support, they don't survive nearly as much anymore. I might be a long time FPS YouTuber and shit. I played so many goddamn platformers before like all the online gaming shit took off. God, I sound so fucking old. I played games at like fucking 15 FPS on a 360p screen, box television with horrible controls with no patch notes or updates or anything like that coming. No quality of life updates. Did anybody play that old Scooby-Doo platforming game? It was on the PlayStation 2. No, PlayStation 1. I remember beating that shit for my brother. I played and beat the shit out of like every fucking Crash Bandicoot at the time.
Fine, bro. Bro, put your butt plug.
He said, dude, put your butt plug away. I like butt plugs. Don't knock butt plugs till you try them. Ooh, stun slide kill. I need that. That's value. Slide. The thing about Skate is that Skate can be like a highly community-driven thing. Even the devs themselves don't even have to make their own maps and shit like that. The community can just make their own map creators and lobbies and shit like that. And with free-to-play, that shit is just gonna take off. Crazy cool, like custom Hall of Meat ones. I wish it would let me swing a second time. Like, I am pressing it, but it's just not happening. It's a little slow, honestly. For the range that it has, it's a little too slow. It's just not very good. Yeah, shit's just not that good, just like the majority of the melee weapons, but it's cool, I guess.